Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Scotiabank Arena for some more Toronto Maple Leafs hockey action. The Leafs taking on the Buffalo Sabres for the second time this season after an unreal comeback from Buffalo. Last game in Buffalo, a save made early by Wall. Another shot that's knocked out. Riley for the Leafs. Nylander trying to pick it up. It's picked up by Thompson. Leafs have struggled to score at home the last few games. They have one goal in their last two home games. Here's a giveaway to Skinner. Tuck in front. Thompson! What a save early by Wall! In tight by Thompson. Sabres pressing. Here's Skinner. Jokiharju. Deline fires that. It went wide. Good pressure early here from the Sabres. Jokiharju tipped. Stopped by Joseph Wall. Carlo. Here's Michelli. Looks to the middle of the ice. Gave that away. Now picks it back up. And here goes Michelli. Step spot. Here's Michelli moving in. Looking for a shot. Now he has one. And it's knocked away by the netminder. Matthews with it back. Lots of Matthews. And a penalty going to Buffalo as Matthews was harassed on the play. Leafs will go to the power play for the first time tonight. Went 1 for 2 the other night in Buffalo. Leafs now 3 and 4 on the season. The Sabres 8 and 2. Here's the draw. One back by Toronto. Lawton down low. Fed that to Nyes. He'll send that across. There's a shot upstairs. And there goes the Leaf power play just like that. 13 seconds into it. A trip. And that will exclude it. 4-on-4 hockey. So the face-off to the left side of the Maple Leaf net. Buffalo, Toronto tied at 0 here in the first. Draw one, Deline. Shooting right on. Stopped by Wall. Sent ahead to Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Here goes Ekman-Larsson into the rush. Looking, waiting, didn't take the shot. Fed it in front for Tavares. He gave that away to Deline. Taken back, Leafs have it, and Tanev will send it right back in. Buffalo now on the power play. Seconds running down. Here's John Tavares. And Luukkonen has that as Tavares trying to barrel his way through to the net. We're almost halfway to the first. No score between the Sabres and the Maple Leafs here tonight from Toronto. Face off to the left side of the Buffalo net. So Leafs had a 5-1 lead last game against the Sabres. They lost 7-5. It was all in the third period, a 6-goal collapse. Here comes Thompson to the net. Stopped by Wall. They're giving Wall another chance. It wasn't his fault that they came back. As here goes John Tavares. Steps by. Tavares forehands that on net. Easily stopped. Has it again in the corner. Looks down low. Gave that away to Power. Here goes Skinner, and here go the Sabres. Pass off the Tuck. Moves in and shoots. He's stopped by Wall. Bouncer in the paint. Sabres keep it in. Tuck again. Shooting it. Wall again the stop. Leafs send it around. Here's Jarnkrok for Max Domi. Domi down the middle. They got to stop him. They don't. Domi! He sent it back instead of taking the shot. I'm not sure what he was thinking. Here's Lawton. Turning it over to Skinner. Sabres have it again. Skinner in front. Stopped by Wall. Has it behind the net, looking out front. Tuck to Johnson. Here's another shot, and Wall has that. Bouncer in the paint. They whack it wide of the net. Leafs got to be careful. Here's Tuck. Shooting it. Stopped again by Wall. McCabe. Sabres pressing. Skinner. And Lawton had that back, but it comes back out to center. 3.5 to go in a scoreless first period. We'll have one more stream after this today. Sarnia Sting taking on the Brampton Steelheads in Sarnia. That's coming up next. Here's a giveaway. Cousins! Stopped by Wall! Huge save made by Joseph Wall on a horrible giveaway in the Maple Leaf end. 3 and 4 on the season for a reason. Yeah, they have not been good. They started the season 2-0, beating the Detroit Red Wings back-to-back games. They were looking pretty solid. And since that stretch, they've gone 1 and 4. Here's Tanev. The head that was given away, Benson. Paterka to Tanev. He'll send that back down the ice. Icing against Toronto. We're in the final minute of a scoreless first period after a wild back and forth back at Buffalo last game. Sabres have had almost 4 minutes of time on attack. The Leafs have had almost 2 minutes of time on attack here tonight. The draw here taking one back, Sabres. That rolls to the net. Leafs got to be careful. Sabres with control here. Seconds running down in the first. Cousins to Jokiharju. Looking to the net from the corner. Joshua trying to block that lane. Deline right on. Stopped by Wall. We're through 20 tonight from Scotiabank Arena. It's the Leafs and the Sabres tied at 0 after 1. Shots a goal in the game are 14-4 Buffalo, 0-0 after 1. The hits are 4-3 Sabres. Face-offs 5-1 Buffalo, Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. We head to the second, 0-0. Welcome into period 2 here tonight. The Leafs and the Sabres ready to get going for period 2 in a scoreless contest. Here's Deline. Sent ahead to Skinner. In come the Sabres again. Skinner to Thompson. Couldn't get the shot. Tuck well. He stopped, and it's on the line. Another chance off the side of the goal. Sabres pressing early here in the second. Deline blocked. Here goes Nylander ahead to Michelli. Here's Matias Michelli into the rush. Looking ahead for Nylander. Michelli now takes the shot at the flex. Matthews centers it in the paint. It got away. Michelli couldn't keep it in. Here's Tuck to Skinner. Sabres the other way. Leafs pick it up. It's Morgan Rielly. Here goes Rielly for Toronto. Scored last game. Centers it to Michelli. This shot easily gloved by Luukkonen. And he'll cover on that for Buffalo. So the face-off to the left side of the Buffalo net. Face-off 6-1 Sabres in the game. Draw one, picked up by Jokiharju. In the corner, Matthews trying to find it. He does now. Matthews taken down on a hit. No call. A cross-check from behind sent him into the glass. And they're not going to call that at all. My goodness, that was dangerous, and there's no call on the play. Face-off coming to the left side. The Leafs ecstatic about that. They are not happy at all. Here's Skinner. Taken back, Leafs with control. Tavares gave that away to Deline. In come the Sabres now. Skinner taken, fed to the front. Tavares took it back for Toronto. Up ahead for Brandon Carlo. He has Domi with him. Had a glorious chance in the first and didn't take the shot. He went for the drop back. Here's Thompson. The tuck. In come the Sabres. Leafs should have had a power play moments ago, and it probably should have been a 5-minute. Here's another save by Wall. Rielly to Tavares. Halfway, almost no score. Here's Johnson. Yarncroke down low, picking it up as Tuck. He'll send that up on the wing for Greenway. He was the game winner for Buffalo the other day as Wall knocks that shot away. We're halfway officially, no score. Here goes Max Domi for Toronto. Domi has Tavares. Domi shoots. Easily knocked away as it was partially blocked. Here's Power to Greenway. Toronto really hasn't had a forecheck here tonight. Neither did they in the previous 2 home games. Here's Nicholas Waugh. Something has to change for the Leafs here tonight. Picked up, here's Matthew Nye. Stepping in, shooting it, stopped! And it bounced in the paint, but no one was there for the rebound. Johnson in for Buffalo. He has Middlestad to the net. Fired that wide. Sabres with it again. Middlestad to Power. Power looks in, shoots. It's blocked. Stotty Lawton has a breakaway. Here's Lawton behind the D. Shoots! And Luukkonen has it underneath him and covers up. Just under 5 to go in the second. No score from Scotiabank Arena. It's the Leafs and the Buffalo Sabres in their second meeting of the year. Face-off left side of the Buffalo net. No score this far. Sabres 8-2 on the year. Maple Leafs 3-4. Here's Benoit. Off to Nylander. Nylander circles in. What a play! Oh, what a goal! William Nylander! Wow, talk about deking the goaltender out of his jockstrap. It's 1-0 Toronto. What a beautiful goal for William Nylander. The outweight, the fake, and the deke and tight to the backhand. It's a perfect finish, and the Leafs get on the board first here tonight after some stellar stops again made by Joseph Woll. Draw one, here's Benoit. Sabres cannot believe that they just let that in. Here's Nylander with a quick shot, looking to get his second of the night. Jokiharju sent ahead to Greenway. Here comes Middlestad in over the Toronto line. He'll wind for a shot, gets it away. It's knocked out by Wall. Sent ahead for Nylander. Has the winning goal so far as here he comes up the right side. He'll try again. Nylander! And what a chance. He is flying tonight on the ice. Sent back into the Toronto zone. Last minute of play here in the second. McCabe gave it away. Here's Benson. He'll send that back to Jokiharju. Nylander was on him. The shot got through. It was stopped by Wall. Michelli looking for Matthews. He has Nylander. Feeds it to him. Can't get the shot. 1 second to go in the period. And we're through 2 here tonight from Toronto. It's the Maple Leafs 1, the Buffalo Sabres 0. An amazing goal from William Nylander. Shots a goal in the game are 21-11 for Buffalo, but it's 1-0 Toronto after 2. The hits are 8-5 Sabres. Faceoffs 8-3 Buffalo. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. 1-0 Leafs after 2. Welcome into period 3 tonight from Scotiabank Arena. The Maple Leafs have the only goal of the hockey game, William Nylander, and it'll be on the highlight reel all week. Jokiharju taken back by Michelli, gave that away to Tuck. He stopped. The rebound was in the paint, and Carlo did a good job tangling up Skinner in front of the net. Sent wide of the net by Nylander. Michelli was stepping into the rush. Here's Deline. Nylander's by far been the best player tonight for Toronto, aside from Joseph Woll. As Woll shrugs aside another. Skinner. Deline looking, shooting, deflects, and Woll got it. It took 2 different turns on the way of the net, but Woll has it in between his legs for a face-off. And the draw will come to the right side of the Maple Leaf net. That was a very tricky deflection, a double deflection, and he keeps it 1-0 Toronto. Carlo to Nylander. Here comes William Nylander. They can't let him get by. Nylander scores! It's his second of the night, and it's 2-0 Toronto. And he says, how do you like that? He's definitely been the best player tonight. So William Nylander with his second of the night. He's been the best player on the ice for Toronto tonight. And he makes it 2-0 Toronto early here in the third. First time they've scored more than a goal at home in the last 3 games. Jokiharju gave that away to Michelli. He has Riley sent up the boards, and again to Nylander. Here goes Nylander. He can fly. He's stopped, and it's picked up by Matthews. Looking for Nylander. That was cut but kept in. Riley to Matthews. Looking for Nylander. And a hold, but no call. Now it's a break. Here's Alex Tuck. He's stopped by Woll. Wow, another no call, and the Sabres almost scored a goal because of it. And it stays 2-0 Toronto. You can see the Leafs. They are livid with the officials right now. A cross-check from behind, a very deadly one against Austin Matthews back in that second period. No call. And then a trip here that leads to the breakaway. Here's Kelly Yarncroke. He's in! And he's stopped. Picked up Domi. Has that back for Toronto. In the corner, it's Deline. Sends that for Middlestad. Here come the Sabres. Jordan Greenway. He's stopped by Woll. Halfway to the third, 2-0 Leafs. Here goes Tanev. Looks for Tavares. Found him now. Tavares steps in. One-timer. Scores! Max Domi. It's 3-0 Leafs. A nice centering pass, a good setup, and the Maple Leafs running away. It's 3-0 here in the third with half a period to play. Matthew Knies line on the ice. Toronto up 3-0. After an amazing goal scored by Nylander, they add 2 more here in the third, courtesy 1 more of him and Domi. Sent in here by Toronto. Here's Matthew Knies. Knies trying to go to the net with it. He turned that over the middle stat. Here's Opozo. To Greenway, back in they come. Greenway to the net, to Opozo, shooting it, that's blocked. And sent wide of the Maple Leaf goal. Middlestad now, Leafs need the clear. Greenway stopped in tight. Has it again behind the Maple Leaf net. Leafs need to get it out. Wadden for Knies, now they do. Turned over, Buffalo right back in. Middlestad, Tanev took that away. Ekman Larson to Nicholas Waugh. Here they come again, drop pass, Wadden! He's stopped easily by Luukkonen. Didn't get much on the shot. 5:33 to go. 3-0 Toronto here tonight. Leafs trying to snap a 3-game losing streak and a 2-game home losing streak. Draw one. Here's Benoit. Sends that around for Robertson. Looks for the shot. Got it away. It was handled. Rebound in the paint. It slides just wide. Thompson trying to be careful with it. Lorentz has it, and he's stopped in tight. Drop back to McCabe. That comes back out of the zone. They'll have to reset. Benoit right back in for Toronto. Benoit lost the puck, trying to get it back. It's Power. As we're down to the final 3 here tonight from Toronto. Skinner moves in. Here's Johnson with it. Looks, centers it. Tucks, stopped by Wall. It goes to the corner. Sabres pressing late. Leafs have it again. McCabe. He has Steven Lorentz. He can fly. Here goes Lorentz behind the D. And fought off by the goaltender. Another shot. That doesn't go. It's loose in the paint. And Thompson took it back for Buffalo. Johnson, final minute of play here in the third. Here comes Tuck inside. One last look for Buffalo. Save made. Nylander gave it away in the corner. Leafs need to get it out. That deflects, and Wall made the save again. Here's another shot. That goes wide. 10 seconds left. Here's Michelli. He has Nylander for the hat trick. To Nylander! Got the shot. It goes wide. It doesn't matter. The Maple Leafs shut out the Buffalo Sabres after a blow in Buffalo last game. 3-0. They improved to 4-4 on the season. The Sabres now 8-3. Well, this night belongs to William Nylander. 2 pretty goals for him. Max told me the finishing touch. And the Maple Leafs come away at the victory here this afternoon. 3-0 your final score. Coming up now, the Sarnia Sting will take on the Brampton Steelheads. And we'll hope to see you there from Sarnia.